What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cece, and we are back with another episode of Open Book with Cece. We are here in downtown LA at the Vibrant Eye Studio. If you guys have not found a studio to do all of your content, photo shoots, podcasting, this is the place to be. We'll have the address and the information at the bottom of the video, and you guys could just check it out. But if you guys know me, for the past 2 weeks, I've been blasting this girl's song day in and day out. Sera Bonnie.
Hey.
Yes. So it is Sarah, right? Is it an accent?
So there is an accent. My real name is Sarah with an H, but I changed it because the old term que sera sera, which is like whatever will be will be.
Yeah.
I changed it to the SERA.
Okay.
So
yeah. I was gonna
literally
say
means
that
will
too.
be, but I wanted to switch it up. Do
you.
something different.
Yeah.
So.
That's when I seen that. I was like, is it Sera or Sera? And then I was like, I don't want to say it.
I feel like if I ever go to Europe or something, they'll do it. Or they'll call me Sarah.
Okay.
But I feel like over here they'll just be like Sera Bonnie. So
Sera Bonnie. Yes.
Sensitive about it.
Man, so how you feeling this morning?
I'm good. We was racing over here, but I'm good.
Yeah,
no
I appreciate you
complaints.
being here. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
And you're not late. You're always on time.
First
when you enter the
interview.
room.
First interview.
Y'all know how I am about that. Okay, I'm so excited.
She got me.
Yes.
She got me.
So let's just talk about Oh wait, before we get there, Lucky Lex. That's what we were talking about off camera. Real
Yes,
quick.
yeah.
That's your sister. Shout out your sister.
Shout out. I love you. Hi,
she,
sister.
Yes, she pays attention to my New Music Mondays, and so she hit me up in the DMs, and she was like, "Hey, my sister does music. I want you to listen to her." And when she sent it to me, it took me like a day or two to like get to it, but I was like, let me see, because I needed a song, and I was like, let me just check. So I went, looked at the song, and I was like, oh, okay. You're not white, are you?
My dad is white. My mom's from Costa Rica.
Okay.
And then
I was like, I knew you had a
I
little
grew
Spanish
up
in there.
in LA.
Yeah.
And
Shout
now
out LA.
here.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in DeWarty, California, but I grew up all around LA. Shout out DeWarty, California.
Whatever that is, I don't know.
You know,
people
LA
are
County.
about cities like
Yeah,
that.
no, I was running around here when I was real young. Yeah.
So I went to go listen to it, and my first initial thought was, she got black in her. I was like, the soul came out in that song. I was like,
my man,
you're a man.
My man be telling me that shit.
She got a soul. So if y'all haven't heard it, I'm pretty sure they have, because I played it in my car. I make sure people listen to it. I put it on my story a lot. I'm a little obsessed with Breathe. I just want you to know that.
I was too for a second. Yeah, I was like, now I'm just like, hold on.
Right, that song, yeah, and it gives you that like that '90s R&B silky vibe.
That's what I love. Yeah.
I was trying to think of the girl's name. There's a song, and I kept trying to find it to put it in the caption too. But there's a song, a girl you sound exactly, a woman you sound like, that I was singing in the '90s. When I figure it out, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no, you got to tell me.
Yeah,
I probably listened to her.
Yeah, for real. So, anyways, let's get back on topic. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Sera Bonnie, musician, nurse by day.
Okay.
Right now, I'm working at a housing facility, helping people that were formerly incarcerated get back into day-to-day living.
Okay.
And
I like that.
yeah, I do that. But then other than that, I'm just making music. I'm working on it purely independent, recording, mixing and mastering. This man's helping me make the music a lot of the time.
Her boyfriend's in the building, y'all.
Yeah, he's over there.
Scratch off that question.
Yeah. I just popped up on you. I was like, hey, my man's with me, just so you know.
He cool. We good over here.
But
so,
yeah, I'm just really just trying to spread good love and good music.
Yeah.
I miss going back to 90s. Like, I really like 90s music, and I like the authentic, part of that. And I feel like there's more to be added. I feel like we closed the chapter too early. Yeah. And I'm trying to take it back a little bit, but whatever comes out comes out. Hey. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is supposed to be at the bottom, but I want to talk about this now because there's a third song I saw. So you have Breathe, you have
Ride the Rhythm,
and then you have a song called Bones. But I couldn't find it. You said it dropped on your birthday last year.
Oh.
And I was mad because I was like, where is it?
Okay, so long story short, that's like one of my best songs. And there's a sample I could not get cleared on that song.
Got it.
And it's from that Ice Cube song where the lady is going, oh, oh, oh. Like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I uploaded it and they didn't clear it.
Dang.
So now I'm trying to reinvent the whole process of everything. But I do have a new song coming out.
Okay.
So that's going to be this week.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a new song dropping. It's called Lust. And it's about exactly what that is. Okay. Lust. And
like that.
Yeah, me and him, we shot the video very creatively on the back of the car.
Okay.
We were trying to find this blue light because you know how they have those blue lights in LA sometimes, the street lights. We were like, let's just do it under a blue street light, get a little aesthetic going.
Yeah.
The one night, the one night we're driving around, there's no blue lights. So we just parked on the back. I just stood on the back of my car and I was like, babe, hit the brake lights.
Yep.
And there was just a red glow. And
which
then
probably works even better though.
People were looking, people were like watching, like, what is this girl doing? And but yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited to hear
this Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's that? The 9th? 7/9/25.
Hey, I got to drop this soon. Then got it.
I was good timing. Yeah.
So who are you outside of being an artist? You say you're a nurse, but like outside of even that, like who are you?
Oh my. See, I should be thinking about these questions. You know, that's a question that I'm trying to find for myself. I guess through the music, I'm really trying to figure out like who I am as a person. I'm a mother, so that's part of my identity. But you know, I think I'm still trying to figure out who I really am.
Understand.
But I know that I want to be free and travel.
Okay.
And I want to spread, you know, music and love and, you know, I don't have too much of an identity other than that.
You're so young though.
I'm young. I feel like I'm getting old.
I mean, you're 25, right?
26.
26. Okay, so
I feel I'm like 4 years away from 30, you know? So
hey, I'm 34 and the 30s is lit.
I heard.
Look, 30s are lit. Y'all got divorced and found myself, and we having a time over here. Okay?
I got divorced. Look, I was married I got married and divorced when I was like 20 years old.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. So
fast life.
Thing. It's okay because now we here, we learn, we move on, we got better. Obviously, you know, we out here happy.
Love you. Yes,
you know what I mean?
Indeed. Yeah.
So for somebody that's never heard your music, I know you only got a couple of songs out though, but for someone just never heard of you or whatever, how would you describe yourself to them as an artist?
I'm definitely on the R&B side of things, but it can get the lines can get a little bit crossed. I like jazz and I like funk. Specifically G-funk.
Okay.
And when I do perform, I perform with a band, so I think it's a lot easier to kind of tailor make the sound when you're playing with like live instruments. Yeah. So if I can get like this man playing the guitar, we got the bass, trumpets, trumpeting, keys, you know, we building like a wall of sound. But I really don't want to tie myself into like just one genre. Like hopefully throughout like my career, it will be, you know, whatever it's supposed to be, you know. I don't want to tie myself like this is just her right here because I might want to sing opera one day or something, you know.
That's what's up.
I'm lying, but
I'm saying I can see that though. Just saying, you know, I'm very optimistic. So I'm saying, you can do it, go for it. All you can do is fail, and if it works, it works. Yeah. So hey, do you have any dream collaborations?
My gosh, dream collaborations. I feel like it's with like. Ooh, I really want to be like that chorus girl for like a rapper, but like an old school rapper. You know, this is gonna sound crazy, but I really want to collaborate with Sugar Free.
No, that's not crazy.
I want to collaborate with Sugar Free.
No.
I want to collaborate with E40.
That's
I really like old school rappers. Like
honestly, they're making. I swear I see E40 and Sugar Free everywhere.
You do?
Like always doing collabs with new artists or up and coming artists. So that I mean, it's within
touch.
Yeah,
it's within touch.
Definitely.
Female artists, you know, anybody that. Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to come back to me on that.
Okay, we'll
because I do want to collaborate with some female artists too.
What about locally?
want to collaborate with this man right here,
Yes.
Steven Franco. Gotta check him out.
Franco.
Franco, yeah.
Franzel. Oh, I was like, oh, we French now.
He is.
Franz.
He
Oh,
is.
Franco.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to shout out when you do it. Okay, look. Okay, so you want to collaborate with him and
I
anyone
do.
else?
Oh my God. You know what? This is gonna sound really weird and a little bit like I'm into myself, but I'm not. I listen to a lot of old school music, and
That's
I
okay.
don't listen to a lot of like new artists. And I'm pretty sure when I walk out of here, I'm gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
We'll bring it back though. Just send it to me. We'll put it
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
caption.
yeah. I'll be like,
That's all good though, and it's okay because you're also, like you said, you're a new artist or whatever, and you still have to hear other people's sound to see if it'll mesh with you.
right.
Because not a lot of people be trying to collab, and it's like y'all don't even sound right being together.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
so it's understandable. Take
There's a
your
lot of
time.
people that have wanted to like collab with me, and exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, you know what? I want us to be confident when we're together.
Right.
And because I do feel like I am taking this seriously, it's like you have to be just as focused about it as me. And if I
Right.
feel like it's like a game to you in a way, then, because music is freeing and everything, of
Yeah.
course, but I want it to be good music. Like
Right.
that's the point of it all. So
Right, and that makes a lot of sense because girl,
mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll tell you some stories. So okay, so you said you're a mother. How has music influenced or affected your motherhood?
Ooh, so I before I had my son, I was in not very many good relationships, and I was particularly in relationships with men that did not want me to do music. They kind of I don't think they liked the attention. It was very you're the woman, I'm the man. If you get all this attention, you're an attention whore, and all these different things. So I had a really crazy time. There was times where I was like sleeping in my car, and I would just make music whenever I could.
Yeah.
Even just in my car, like
Yeah.
just beating on my dashboard.
Right.
And after I had my kid, and I realized like, okay, what is my identity? Am I just a mom now? And I was like, hold on. I left my relationship because my son, he had to come first. It just wasn't a safe thing.
Okay, understand.
And what ended up happening, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it because I don't want my son to look at me one day and be like, Mom, why didn't you go after your dreams?
Yeah.
What happened to you? I feel like we have a lot of those questions for our parents, like, what happened?
Yeah.
Why'd you give up?
Right.
So I want him to be proud, and he's like really the driving force behind like making sure it gets done, and I want to be able to have for him to have a future, not struggle.
Understandable.
So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also in the beginning of Breathe. So what made you want to put that on there?
So I've been recording in the back of my mom's house. I don't know what it is, but the sound quality back there,
Yeah, top tier.
And he'll be running around a lot of the times when I am recording, so I was just like, let's get you on this song. He'll come and want to sing on the mic. And I was just like, you know what? Let's get you on this song. I did tell him what to say. I'm not going to lie, but I was like, say
it sounded
this.
natural though.
Yes, he kept talking. I cut some stuff out because I was like, wait, this is too personal now. But yeah, I even have him recording his own little songs now. So
adorable.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If he wants to, I'm not like sing.
Got to, yeah.
Yeah.
So where does your sound come from?
My sound comes from well, okay. Here we go. So when I was younger, I feel like what I was allowed to listen to was pretty limited. My parents wouldn't let me listen to the radio, which is crazy. Not even like Disney radio.
Wow. Okay.
It was weird because my dad's a musician. Hi, Dad. Yeah, this is me. I'm here. My dad's a musician. He was signed to RCA Records when he was in his early 20s, something like that. Okay. It didn't end up working out. The industry, life.
Yeah.
So I was always around music and like the rock music like that he played. But then one day I got an iPod and, YouTube. And I just started listening to a lot of old school music.
Okay.
A lot of Etta James, Ella Fitzgerald, and I really started there. And I started working my way up. Amy Winehouse, Erica Badu.
Yeah.
So where does my music comes from? Black music.
Okay.
That's really where I learned. You know, I like this. Like, I was like, I like this. I'm like in the bathroom. My mom's like, what are you doing? You're in there for an hour. And I'm just like, you don't understand. I'm over here. I'm doing it. There's a music video happening in here, So, yeah, I always want to give credit to that because this is nothing of my own, invention. This is something that's been happening and being done for ages.
Forever.
Yeah. So...
Do you ever feel like maybe at some point there's going to be some kind of backlash because they're, your influence of Black culture?
Yeah. I believe probably. Well, you know what? It's not. This is the cool part about it because I do love music. It's something natural for me. It's not something that I have to quite so think about, I have to have this sound. Naturally, because I love freestyling. Like, this is just how it's coming out. Like, growing up, this is what I was influenced by. So naturally, this is what comes out now, And, I offer nothing but respect and love for the genre. I don't ever want people to, think I'm taking credit or trying to appropriate anything because I'm appreciating it. I appreciate it.
And her man is Black too, so he making sure.
Yeah, no, keep me in check. But I do a good job of keeping myself in check too because I try to stay humble. Like I know I performed in front of many diasporas of crowds, and when I am performing in front of Black crowds, I've gotten a lot of love. I've gotten a lot of love, and because I know how it can come off. I get a little nervous, but I'm like, you know what? If you're being yourself and you're being genuine, that's gonna reflect through your music and your performance.
True.
So the people that like it, they like it. The people that don't, what can you do?
Girl, it's like the initial sound. It's just because you have such a, I hate to say it like this, but you have such like a foreign face. Where it's like kind of like a porcelain, like China doll.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think
even with your no, it's just it's different, and it's cute, and it's like, oh man, she looked great. But then your voice comes out, and it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So yeah,
I'm not mad at that. Shock value.
Everybody I played this for was like, who is this? Like immediately off the first bars. So
I like that.
It was
like that.
That's why I wanted to ask that because I mean, us Black people, we gonna love anybody that's down for our culture as long as we don't try to fuck up the culture.
Right.
So we're here for it. But at the same time, we're just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Hopefully not.
With or without your man, with or without the yes or of the culture, I think you don't have anything to worry about.
Thank you.
Your voice is, I'm obsessed with it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then not even so. Let's real quick because I got to get into this too. Ride the Rhythm is an island vibe, and okay. So normally when people, when I like a song from somebody, it's really hard for me to move on to the next song because I gotta be finished obsessed with this song first.
Yeah.
But then it came when I heard, I think it was on one of your video or photos or something. It was like the background music, and so I was like, oh, let me go listen to it. So I heard it. I was like, oh no, she keep going. All right.
Yeah, cool. I got a lot.
Talk about Ride the Rhythm.
Ride the Rhythm. The way that I wrote that was actually crazy. I have this spot out in Long Beach that I go to when I'm like having a hard time with life or I just need some inspiration. It's like by the Queen Mary, but I don't want to say exactly where. It's a scene. It's a scenic point though. It's very nice. It's a personal vibe. Yeah, sit on the rocks, water, look at the people. And I was just sitting there for hours and I had this beat and I was just like, man, like I want to do something upbeat because a lot of the songs that I do write, they can be slower, And I was like, I want something upbeat people can like kind of get down to. I want it to be positive, So I kind of sat there and I ended up running into this man. I introduced myself as Bonnie. This fisherman came up to me and he literally was like, "Hello, my name is Clyde." Nice. Very weird. Crazy. Very weird. And he started I think I sat there and I talked to that man for 2 hours. He gave me all the life advice I could possibly want. A lot of it I didn't even want to hear because I'm just like, you know what?
Not there
I'm
yet.
trying to be positive, man. But when I drove away from there, I just wrote it. I don't usually write my lyrics down. A lot of it is just singing over and over again, and like whatever naturally rolls off of the tongue. Like I feel like I'll just memorize in my head. I used to write a lot, and sometimes I still do, but I feel like it's more genuine when you're like in the moment. Yeah, true. And also voice recordings, voice memos. You should see my iPhone. There's like 1,000 in there that are not labeled, you know? So, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking a lot about LA, of course, being from LA and stuff. How has LA itself just kind of shaped your sound and your style and all that?
Well, going back to like the old school type of feel that I really do like, I feel like listening to actually a lot of older female rappers. Nice. Like shout out Lady of Rage. Okay. I love Lady of Rage. Yes. I feel like she needs a little bit more, you know, somebody I gotta give her flowers. Oh, yeah, she's fire. Sure. But I really like the G-Funk sound of it all. And it's not always there because LA comes in like different, you know, there's so many types of genres that have like moved in and out of this area. So I would just say just through, you know, hanging out with my friends, even like just riding around, you know, like you kind of just pick up, you know, you just pick it up. There's something different. There's a boogie. That's what I tell him. Like when you're in LA, like there's like a boogie to the music. Like, you know, you want to bounce. It's a bounce. And, you know, like not to say anything bad about the East Coast, but, you know, they're a little bit more boom bap.
Okay.
You
know? You from the East Coast?
No, but just, you know, the East Coast is a little boom bap, you know, but like here, you know, it's just something like, it's just a wave. It makes the girls dance. Oh, true. It does make the girls dance, indeed.
They can shake a little something, you know what I mean? All right, let's jump back to Breathe.
Okay.
So just, I wanted to kind of talk about, because it's kind of like an inspiration song, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna waste no time. I'm gonna do my dream. I'm gonna conquer it. So kind of talk about like why you brought that into that song.
It's same deal. I had the beat. I was just like, you know what? I'm feeling really stuck right now. And, you know, sometimes you kind of feel like people around you, you know, they believe in your music, but do they really believe like it will happen for you, you know? Yeah. And for me, I can see it clearly in my head. And so, you know, that was just something I naturally felt. You know, I got dreams, I got places that I got to be, so don't waste my time.
Right.
Because this is my life, and I'm going to make it.
Right there.
Is that a crime, you know? And I feel like everybody should feel that way about themselves and, like, what they're doing. Like, no matter, you know, you just have to start. I feel like the hardest part in, like, whatever journey anybody's trying to go on is starting. Yeah. You know, it's not the journey itself, but doing it consistently and, you know, starting every day over again, even if, you know, you have setbacks, like that's natural. Yeah. But the people that push through those setbacks, you know, they're going to be the ones that ultimately make it. Yeah. True. No matter the talent, you know, it's the consistency of it all. So, you know, I just feel like Breathe, you know, sometimes you get so caught up in everything, you know, you feel like you can't even relax, you know, you're stressed, your body feels rigid. And I guess, you know, I just came to the point where I was like, damn, I forgot what it's like to just be in my element, be in my zone, and like just go after what I want, you know, overthinking, you know, worrying is the thief of joy, you know, so like, yeah.
Okay. So jumping back into Bones, you said that you couldn't get it cleared, so you had to take it off or whatever, but what was the song actually about?
Ooh, okay, so Bones is essentially about wanting somebody and probably being in love. Okay. But not being at a point in your life where you can even be in love, especially when it comes to, you know, place to stay or just where you're at in life. Sometimes, you know, you wrong, right place, wrong time. But
Right.
I have a lyric in there, and I guess I'll say it, and it's a common phrase, but a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah,
you know, and this house is not a home, so won't you throw a dog a bone? So it's a little bit about, like, you know, vying to have somebody. You want them, you know, you can't have them, you know, it's not the right place or time, but you're still gonna say something about it anyway. Like, you're gonna know that I want you,
Okay.
and I need you.
So was that directed towards someone, or
No, I don't think it really was. Maybe once upon a blue moon. But I write about past experiences, some experiences that haven't even happened yet. Sometimes I've written songs, and then like life imitates the song. So I'll write it, and then I'll be like, am I telling the future or something when I'm writing these songs? Like,
imitating art? We love it.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. So the songs that you do have, it does talk about a lot of love and lust and all that stuff. But do you have a toxic trait that you're like that you love in a guy? No relation to her man right now.
Do I have a
Just in general.
toxic trait that I love in a guy? That's horrible of me to say. I do like it if a man can like get really protective of me, but like
Okay.
maybe not in a
Slightly.
healthy way. Yeah, like don't touch her, don't talk to her. My man's
Right.
not like that, but that's why we're with him, because we're trying not to be toxic.
Right.
But
Healthy over here.
yeah, sometimes I want to feel like I'm with like a grizzly bear, you know, like that's just like this is mine. Nobody touch, you know.
Okay. That's so funny.
You know, but you know, it's not good, especially for being in the music industry. You're gonna get attention. So
I feel like he'll probably be like that though. Like once you get to that point when you're walking through, and
maybe.
I can see the grizzly.
Yeah, he's like his eyes are like, girl.
Yeah. So all right, so we're gonna get to know you a little bit. A couple of things you actually kind of already answered. So.
All right, just start talking.
Yeah, it's okay. Like... That's the beauty of the show. I love when people just talk, because it's like, you know what? Yeah. It helps me out. So all right, favorite movie of all time.
Oh my, babe, what's my favorite movie of all time? Hold up. Oh, you know what? Weird. One of them is definitely Coraline. I know. I love Coraline.
My daughter watches that.
It's creepy.
Single night. It is creepy.
It's
but
creepy.
That is a very great adult film. Like,
yes.
I don't care if nobody says that movie was perfectly made. Shout out to whoever.
I love Coraline. I do.
Yeah.
So, and the Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
Phantom of the
I haven't
Opera.
seen that.
It's just, I just like it. I just love it. I love the whole love romance.
Yeah.
Good and bad. Choose your man. You get your pick. I think, yeah.
I definitely got to see that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your favorite song of all time?
Oh, come on. Okay.
Here now.
My favorite song of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I really do like that Nate Dogg song. One of them is She's Strange by Nate Dogg.
Okay.
I work out to that all the time.
Weird.
And
Shout
I feel
out Nate
strange,
Dogg.
so, you know.
What's your favorite R&B duo?
Oh, you know what? R&B. Okay, I like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston together.
Okay.
They just voice vocally, they're great. I was just watching about the Brandy and Monica beef, though.
Yeah.
I know they only did one song together, and that was like their only Grammy they got in their whole life. But that was a great duo.
Are you going to the concert?
That was great. No, I know there's one.
Definitely going. I have to.
You have to?
I have to. I got to see them together. First off,
are they going to perform? They're going to perform together?
Yeah, it's their tour, so of course they're going to do. I know they got to do The Boy Is Mine. They have to.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's what we came to see. So.
Exactly. Damn. Well, you already told me your favorite era of music. I know you're in a relationship, but do you like being in a relationship, or did you like being single? I don't say more, because you seem very happy, and that sounds very toxic and fucked up. But,
no, it's okay. I don't really stay single for too long, and if I do, I think I do like to be in a relationship, but this has been my better relationship
Okay.
that I've had because I'm with somebody that is also doing music.
Okay.
I think because in real life, guys, I'm pretty antisocial. Like, I'm good, talking
Yeah.
to people, but it takes me a second to like get out the house. Like, you
Yeah.
have to be like, where are you? And I'm about
Yeah.
to be just like, I'm just solo right now. I feel like a tiger sometimes. Just
Yeah.
solitude is awesome. And so like having him around, especially Steve that I'm with right now,
Yeah.
he's very extroverted.
Oh,
And
okay.
I
feel like those relationships always work like
that
that.
balances for
Yeah.
me particularly,
Yeah.
So I do like being in a relationship, but I do like my alone time as well,
Okay.
especially when I'm in
Understandable.
the gym.
Okay.
I want to
Gotta
be
go.
alone.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, we're gonna do a few this or that. All right.
Okay.
Chris Brown or Usher?
Usher. Oop, yeah. Yeah, Usher. I shouldn't have said it that fast. I love Chris
You
Brown though.
shouldn't have because what? That's
Really?
my man.
Really?
Stop.
No,
I love
listen,
him.
I love Chris Brown, but I like the silky smoothness
Yeah.
Of Usher's voice.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah, everybody got
smooth.
their thing. I'm not even gonna try to
You know
convince you. It's
what? No,
okay.
I like
It's all right.
both. It's
One less
apples and
female I gotta worry
oranges.
about.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I'm already fighting the world.
I'm sorry, Chris.
So crazy enough, you brought off Ariana and Mariah Carey because Ariana or Mariah Carey.
Oh, Mariah Carey for
Yeah.
sure.
I was debating with
Do you
somebody.
think there
about
would
this.
be an Ariana Grande without Mariah Carey?
I mean, obviously not. But Mariah don't like Ariana.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. So it's.
That's news
I
to
think
me.
it has something to do when she did her cover. She did a cover to her song, and Mariah was like, "No."
She wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I wonder why they did the tribute to Mariah recently and Ariana wasn't.
Yeah. She don't fuck with her.
But really, I like Mariah too, just because she wrote the majority of her stuff.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'm just like, okay, you're solid through and through artist. I don't know if Ariana Grande writes everything, but
I don't know. I gotta look at her credits.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm sure everybody does have a hand in it, though.
Yeah.
So
okay. Mac Miller or Tyler the Creator?
Tyler the Creator.
Okay, I'll fuck with him.
I really love
him. Actually,
I really like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to Mac. You know what? I didn't listen to Mac Miller until like he passed away. So it would be wrong for me. It would kind of be wrong for me to be like Mac Miller, you know. And I've been listening to Tyler the Creator for a minute now. So shout out.
Yeah, I didn't either. Honestly, still don't listen to Mac Miller. He's just not my vibe.
He's cool though.
I
Great
like him as a
producer.
person,
Yeah.
Tyler grew on me because this last album he did, I was like, oh wait, he uses instruments, he does all types.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his sound is different. I did fuck with Tyler for a long time, and it was mainly my ex. So yeah, but yeah. So shout out Tyler. All right. So one more. I actually have to find it. Gotta find a good one. Sorry.
My favorite color. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what is your favorite color?
Purple.
Really?
Purple.
Okay.
Like indigo, really.
You know what's crazy? I asked my mama that. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, your favorite color still purple? She was like, it's never been my favorite. Yes, it has.
Mm-hmm.
I bought you a gift that was purple.
That was purple and she loved
I
it?
Yeah. Anyways,
it changes over time, you know.
Whatever. I mean, yeah, because I used to be obsessed with red. Now yellow's my favorite color.
Yellow's fire. You got the yellow.
You know what I mean?
Yellow mic. It's good.
You gotta stay bright around here. Anyways, we'll move on from that. Okay, so I do have another segment. It's called Ask CC.
Okay.
So you get to ask me 3 questions. Everything's on the table. It's open. No problems. I just like don't ask me like how I got started and all that stuff.
Okay.
You know, be creative and have fun.
Okay. Let me think. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
Has anybody ever asked you, you know, how far do you want to go with your journalism, and do you want to strictly stay on, you know, covering musicians, or is there other topics that you would probably want to explore with like your journalism?
Most definitely. I actually want to get into radio.
Okay.
So the vibe is to actually have like a breakfast club.
Okay.
You know, me and maybe 1 or 2 other people, or just me by myself. I don't care. But just to have like my own radio station, my own radio show, things like that. Interviewing still indie artists or like people, because I want to
Also, kind of like Arsenio Hall, how he always had Tupac coming back every time some shit went down. Like that's what I want. Like always come
Okay.
back. You know what I'm saying? You drop a new album, come back. Oh, you
Gonna be
drop
a
a new
new
single, come
home.
back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's actually my end game. And as far as anything else goes, I do. There's just some things I don't dabble in. I don't dabble in like politics. I don't dabble in religion, of course. I don't dabble in things I can't confidently talk about.
Yeah, and
So
things that could cause maybe separation, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Like I
Yeah.
mean, I have my opinion about a lot of stuff. I'm big on commenting on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I
No,
don't
I got
troll,
you.
but I'm gonna say what I think.
Yeah, yeah. I got you.
So
I got you.
I'm big on that. But yeah, I definitely want to. I've written. I also write too. I write for LA Unlocked. Y'all check that out. I've written for multiple magazines. So being a writer is also in there too. But I'd rather just do that on the side, like
Right.
you know,
just as you
drop an
go.
article here and there and all the day. It's not really a passion,
But radio.
Radio's my passion.
Okay.
For sure. So,
All right,
yeah.
cool. Okay. How about are you with anybody right now?
Man, fuck niggas get money, okay?
What would it take for you? What kind of man do you need that would align with your goals if you want one, or if you ever did? You know, what part
crazy?
what are you looking for in a partner?
I'm still trying to figure that out because like I said, I was married for almost 10 years. And I met him maybe like I met him right out of high school.
Oh, okay.
And then literally like 2 years later we got married. So
It was a long time.
girl,
Long time.
and then we had 2 kids, so it was like it was cool. But like how you said, like you was just, out here just, popping it out. That's what I was doing. But our chemistry was so heavy with sex, you not thinking like, this nigga really get on my fucking nerves, bro. Like, you're not thinking about none of that. So after all that ended, you trying to date and trying to figure out how to date and all this stuff. Trash. But I can't pinpoint exactly. Like, I don't have a list yet. I go to therapy. My therapist actually had me write out a list.
You should have a list,
man.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, write out a list of like your do's and don'ts and what you want in a man and and all this stuff. And I did it. I just feel like it's not gonna be found. I guess you could say. I feel like maybe my standards are, and I'm not gonna lower them, but I feel like my standards are a little too high.
I don't know if somebody told me like no one's gonna check them
every
all.
Box. Yeah. So I'm,
but you definitely have to have your like hell no.
Yeah,
it's not for me.
No, for real, my non-negotiables for sure. But I don't. How do I say this? I love men. I love black men. I love tall black men. But it's like dark-skinned black men. But everyone's like, try outside your box, and I'm like,
you like what you like. You like what you like.
Here's the thing. So I don't know what it will take for somebody to sweep me off, because I look at everybody like the bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'll meet you and I'll be like, off top, you're my bro.
Well, see, then there's gonna be a man that's gonna be like, I'm not your bro.
Right.
I'm not your bro.
Put me in my place.
I like you.
The protective thing.
Yes, you are mine.
Okay, yeah. One more
Okay.
question.
Let me think. Okay, that was a little heavy. Let me see if I can lighten it up.
Nah, it's funny though. 'Cause it's still fuck niggas get money.
Oh, see, I don't know what babe. If you weren't here, I'd be like, oh shit.
No, do it. I don't think he cares. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple of questions about y'all too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Easy question, I guess. But travel wise, do you always plan on living in the US, or do you ever want to?
The US is crazy.
Do you ever want to settle outside,
That's crazy, because I was expecting you to say, you want to stay in Cali forever? But you said the US.
Yes. So or do you want to get out of here?
Man, I definitely want to get out of Cali. I'm only here because I'm contractually binded with my children and their fathers.
Oh,
so I have to
okay.
be here. I want to retire in Colorado for sure.
Okay.
And I actually, so I've flown before. I had to. I was with my family. I had to fly. But I'm actually going to New York for the first time.
Okay, that's going to be cool.
Right. So
I've never been either,
I'm working on getting over my fear so I can go overseas. Because I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to London. So I'm working on that so I can get there because I can't be here forever. But my problem is I feel like I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna stay there.
You're not gonna want to
I'm
come
not coming
back.
so.
You're gonna start asking people questions on the streets. They're gonna give you a
Right.
job, and then there you go.
That's it. I'm gonna blow up in the UK. So
Maybe the man that you need is not even in the U.S.
I keep telling people. Well, I keep telling you that he's in New York. My man is in New York. So
Okay.
let me just break it down. So people always give me this vibe, like, or they always tell me like my vibe is like a Bronx, a chick from the Bronx. And so there's like, because you're just so like, you're tough, you're this, you're that. Men call me masculine, whatever.
Nah.
So
That's just really feminine men.
yeah. And okay, this whatever. My best friend calls me masculine all the time. And I'm just like, what when I find that man, my femininity is gonna come out.
Of course.
He's going to bring it out.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna want to be masculine around him if I ain't gotta take care of shit. If I
Right.
ain't gotta do nothing, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had to do shit with the last one. I had to be the man in the last one. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. My man is in New York.
Yes. And when
Okay?
you see a man
He's in
that you
Harlem.
like, Harlem,
Yes.
I just met a man from Harlem in Hollywood.
You know what I'm saying? That's
You know,
hey, what's up?
yeah.
So yeah, but definitely want to travel outside the U.S. to answer your question.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so
To be continued.
yeah. So being on the subject of relationships, he's a tall black man, you guys. No relation to what I said. He's real chill here because I feel like people are gonna get the wrong idea. The ones that know, and it's like nah. So how has this relationship bettered you?
Ooh, you know what? In many ways, like I can be honest. Well, you know what? It's bettered me in a couple ways. I mean, coming out of like crazy relationships before, when this man met me, I was unhinged, simply unhinged. And, you know, I feel like he's really, you know, showed me like, you know, there's certain ways that we need to communicate.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, sometimes I used to be like, you know, like, what's up? You know, like in your face. And, you know, I realized that's not healthy. And so we've been pretty good on that. And music wise, you know, him being a musician, greatest guitar player I've ever heard in my whole entire life. If you think I'm lying, well, don't. Because, you know.
Don't worry, we're gonna have a link to his stuff too.
I remember when I met him the first time that it was during the pandemic. I got in the car. He was with his homie. And this man was playing guitar. And I looked at him and I was like, I want to sit around and make music all day. I was like, why can't I want to do that too.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, you can. And I was like, wait, I can? Like, it was just simply not noticing that, you know, whatever, you know, I could be doing that for myself.
Yeah.
And so we became really close friends. And I think that that's like really important. Before we got into a relationship, we were like locked down as homies and friends.
Okay.
And then I got a boyfriend and and then I left because I was like, damn, why do I love you more than I love my boyfriend?
First off, that was your boyfriend's fault. Because you're trash.
He was a good man too. I'm not even gonna lie, but he was just a little bit. He wasn't from LA.
Yeah.
You know, he was just a little green for me.
Okay.
So.
God, I hear the word green everywhere. That's so LA.
Yeah.
I'm not from here, but I love hearing
Green.
LA.
Yeah. I got a song called Green too. It's gonna come out soon. I'm working on a whole project.
I was gonna say you got a whole album coming out, don't you? Because you said that on. I've tried to find you on SoundCloud. I tried to find the song Bones, but you said that you were gonna be working on an album, so you were just gonna be dropping singles.
Yes.
So
whole
what's the album
album.
gonna sound like?
What's the album gonna sound? That's so hard to say because you know, how do you describe notes and melodies?
Yeah.
It's gonna sound like, you know, me and my life experiences and, you know, everything that's probably influenced me along the way. I'm gonna try and talk about a lot of things that women go through, but you know, also from both perspectives. You know, like my music isn't limited to just women or men. It's really a human experience, I guess, that I'm trying to talk about. But really, I'm trying to keep it positive, you know, because there is a lot of dark topics. But I think one thing I try to do in my music is like, you know, use a little bit of alchemy and turn a shitty situation into like a positive situation, like I've done with my life. So yeah.
And now we here.
Now we here.
Before we get up out of here, what's some advice you would give to somebody trying to do what you do?
You know, not every day you're gonna want to wake up and do what you know. You're not gonna want to how do I put this? You're going to have goals and you're going to have passions, but not every day you're going to want to wake up and put in the work that's necessary to achieve your goals. And if you can get past that in your head and push through, the reward on the other side is so much greater. You know, if you're doing this for fame or for money, you know, maybe not, because it has to be a love that you really feel in your soul, you know. So consistency is key, and just remember that everybody has the same 24 as you do. So you got to put in that work, or else nothing will ever happen. And you don't want to get old and regret it. You know, live your life.
Definitely.
Live your life. So
yes,
yeah.
My motto is Beyonce got the same 24. So let's get this.
She sure does.
Let's go. Do you have a projected date for this album?
What's today? I see. I don't even know what
What's
today
today?
is. Okay, it's
We're
Sunday.
in July. Yeah, on Sunday.
July, June, July. Probably towards the end of August.
Okay.
Early August, September.
How many songs?
August, September. Are they like how many songs, Steve? Would you say? Probably around 12. I'm still like making the list. I'm like, what's gonna be left out? I would say 12 solid songs. Little bit of skits in the middle. I really like to do cool things in the middle.
I love skits. I feel like that needs to come back to
I love it. It ties everything in together, you know.
Definitely.
So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Hey,
Don't
I
ask me
can't
the
wait.
name yet. Trying to figure that out, you know.
Because we're still
Changes
working on
every
it.
day.
And
Yeah.
We're going to get to it when it gets here. You guys, if you guys sat here with us this whole time, shout out to y'all.
Shout out.
We just had a couple of key gems dropped, you know, music's coming out, album coming out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Sera Bonnie, first interview. If y'all haven't listened to Breathe, go listen to it.
Go listen to Breathe.
Okay.
And Breathe.
And Ride the Rhythm.
And
'cause
Ride
that's
the
becoming
Rhythm.
My new obsession for sure.
And we got Lust dropping this
Lust
Wednesday.
coming. Woo! So make sure y'all check all that out. All this stuff will be in the description in the bottom. It's your girl Cece. We're Open Book with Cece, Sera Bonnie.
Open Book with
Shout out your
Cece.
Instagram real
Thank
fast.
you. Sera Bonnie _ that's SeraBonnie _ So yeah, hit me up.
There we are. We'll catch y'all next time.
All right.